Switzerland, France, Norway, Israel, Ukraine, and the Netherlands.
Some very familiar names on that start list, like Skarstein and Samuel Shermeet, of course. Relatively new name on the far side. There's Claire Girangeli, 45-year-old Swiss. It's the first time Switzerland had selected a female parasculler for the European Championships in Bled 3 weeks ago. This is her second big contest internationally. Natalie Benoit, she's 42, but she has loads of experience in London, going back to London Games and the Rio Games. There is Birgit Skarstein, sensational athlete, not just in para-rowing, but of course in Paralympic cross-country skiing. And Moran Samuel, great to see her recovered from the COVID, which made it difficult for her last year. So in lane 5, it's the young Ukrainian Anna Shermeet. She burst onto the scene when she was only 16. She is just 22 now. It's hard to believe she's been in the rowing scene for that long. And from the Netherlands, Eva Mol from Wilhelm III club. Relatively new to rowing. She kind of started in February 2022, and she's made her way to a World Cup final. So the world's best time is 9:50, set by Skarstein. So you can work out around 10 minutes. So we're looking at around 2 minutes 30 per 500. Not quite sure the world's best time will go. There's enough wind for that at the moment, but it's going to be a very fast race.
Yeah, and a quick start for Moran Samuel, leading off the start.
It's really interesting, actually. Moran Samuel led Skarstein out in Bled in the heat, and Skarstein was trying to even split, do 2:34s all the way down the course, and she just got through Moran Samuel in the last 500 metres. So, you know, she does like to lead. The Israeli does like to lead. Benoit has gone out quickly as well, and you kind of go, well, Skarstein's kind of off it there. She's 10 metres off it, but she will come through. She even splits. So let's see how the race progresses. Shermeet just sculling level with Skarstein, the Ukrainian, in third place. There's Birgit Skarstein. Look at that finish. Whoa, look at that lean back at the finish.
Yeah, fantastic power through the back, and you see it just sending the boat out. Good lean, good swing.
So strong. I was talking to her in Bled, actually, and you're struck by the strength of her upper body and her arms. You know, she is really, really one powerful woman. Benoit over the far side. Really great first 250 metres from the woman from Marseille. She is specialised in lots of aspects of rowing. In 2013, she travelled over 1,000 kilometres between Paris and Marseille on the canals, and she's used to meeting challenges wherever she goes. Won a silver in 2012. You can see Skarstein catching up on Benoit already there, Colleen.
Yeah, you can, and you know, you're talking about her technique a bit, that big swing back. These athletes predominantly applying force through their arms, but also their shoulders, and I think you see that with her now riding with the Ukrainian.
That's the Israeli, actually. I think, yeah, Moran Samuel there. Great to watch a feature film on World Rowing about what it's like to be a mum in World Rowing, and there are a number of female athletes on that film, and she's the mum of Arad, Ron and Segev, and she talks about, you know, how she's an athlete together with being a mum. It's really interesting. So she leads through the 500, 2:21. That is quick, and I think that is under world's best time pace. I think that Skarstein went through the 500 in 2:26 to break that world's best time back in the World Cup in 2022. So, yeah, Scarstein's gone through Benoit. That's her at the top of your picture.
And previously a professional basketball player, Warren Samuel.
Yeah, she was a basketball player, and you know, she is with the women's basketball team on wheelchair. She got into that before she got into rowing. She completed her academic studies at Haifa University and became a physical therapist. And I'm not sure if Scarstein was led by this much in bled in that heat. She was more dominant in the final, Scarstein, relative to Moore and Samuel, who's here with her partner in Europe, who is obviously taking care of their children.
And running similar speeds too at the moment, Warren Samuel and Brigitte Scarstein.
Yeah, well, Scarstein's obviously not thinking of 2:34s in these conditions, not when the first 500 was kind of 2:21. So, you know, I wonder whether she sees the race strategy on her pace coach and just goes, oh, so it's that quick, right, I have to do something different now. So,
fantastic overhead shot then to get a sense of just exactly where in touch these athletes are. Maureen Samuel says that her aim is to have Paris be her fourth and last Paralympic Games, and she says before she retires from the sport, she was planning to have that be the case in Tokyo after her silver, but wanted her family, which you've mentioned, Martin, to be able to be there to support her. So she's all eyes on Paris.
4:49, still 6 seconds under world's best time pace. They went through in 4:55, so I kind of think Moore Samuel's going to slow down a little in the, well, maybe not the third 500, but certainly in the last 500 with that pace. You can see Scarstein edging back on her, can't you? That gap now is 13 metres. I mean, that's around what it was just off the start of the first 500. I think the boat speed of Scarstein is just ever so quick, a little bit quicker than Samuel.
And typical Martin to see Scarstein then be a bit patient and go for the second half, would you say? Or?
Yeah, she loves sculling like that. And what's interesting is the mentality to be in your own boat and to have the confidence in your splits, particularly as you get through the second half of the race, that she can sit that far down. And she can be confident that she's going to move back. She is such an amazing athlete. She was in, there she is, Scarstein. We've already talked about her accomplishments in the Paralympics, in cross-country skiing, Winter Paralympics, as well as the Summer Paralympics. She's Olympic champion from Tokyo. But she was involved in Dancing with the Stars in Norway, or if you're watching this in the UK, that's Strictly Come Dancing. And, you know, she did it because she kind of wanted to show that there aren't limitations on people. And it was something which she really enjoyed. But Scarstein is, I would call her an obsessive athlete, and I don't mean that necessarily as a criticism. I mean, she is so focused on training, so dedicated on training, you know, that comes first. That's absolutely everything in her life. And you can see the benefit. She's now nearly got the overlap on the Israeli Moore Samuel. Will sense a feeling of deja vu. This is what happened in bled. We'll keep a check on that world's best time split for you as the scullers go through 1,500 metres. They're coming up to that mark now. There it is.
There's the overlap, so great third quarter then for Scarstein, and we see her setting herself up in the third quarter, which is what you see so often in these 2,000-meter races, the ever so important third quarter to kind of jockey yourself for the last 5.
So we're still 5 seconds under world's best time pace. So my guess is this is going to be a new world's best time in the PR1 women's singles if this kind of race continues. Scarstein moving inexorably through. I'd say it was exciting, but I kind of seen Scarstein do this before in a way, and you know it's kind of what you almost expect from that athlete. But I don't know what it must be like for Moore and Samuel. Just looking back into third place, and we haven't mentioned the bronze medalist, but I think Natalie Benoit is in a good position to win the bronze medal, the French woman. Moore and Samuel's not letting her through, though, is she? She's really going toe-to-toe with Scarstein. Look at the reach Scarstein gets out forward. It's definitely longer than Moore and Samuel there.
Yeah, wow, little look to her right, big swing into the bow.
Yeah, she knows she's got this race now, and Moore and Samuel, she went out so fast, but you just can't do anything against the power, the length, and the poise of this woman. So loose forward. She trains with the Norwegian Olympic team, and she is coached by them too. So, you know, she doesn't confine herself to training in the para regime. She does train with other para athletes sometimes. A Swedish para sculler has been over to train with Birgit. But she can see on her pace coach how quick this race is and how likely it is that this is going to be the new world's best time. So look for the mark of 9:50 as they come up, and if it's under 9:50, it's a new world's best time.
And breaking her own world's best time. Would be.
So here comes Norway's Birgit Skarstein up to the line. She is coming up and racing the clock. It will be a new world's best time. Yes, she cracks it. First A final of the day and a new world's best time. Moore and Samuel comes in second place. What a great race from the Israeli. We wait for the third place sculler. Natalie Benoit of France is just going to cross the line. Now, you heard the buzzer. She will get the bronze medal in that race. Shermy will come in fourth place. There's Benoit. You just saw a picture of her. Jiren Gelly, I think, will be in fifth. And in sixth place, Eva Mol from the Netherlands. So Moore and Samuel just outside the world's best time. We will have to wait for official confirmation and all that, but it was exciting, wasn't it? To see a new world's best time in that first heat.
To kick off the Sunday, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. It's just fantastic. And this was the 1, 2, 3 at the Euros then, in terms of the podium finishes, was it? Skarstein taking first, and Moore and Samuel for the silver. Natalie Benoit for the bronze. So, job well done. First race of the day for the second World Cup. Just fantastic replay there.
Yeah, and we're just seeing Eva Mol come in. That replay, that's fantastic. That power that Sculls has. What a sensational athlete.
That little bit of extra lay back, well, that's her coming through the line, but in general, it gives her just that extra bit of leverage.
She must know that she's broken that world's best time. There it is, 9:47.83. So that is breaking it by nearly 3 seconds. By 3 seconds. And she continues to rewrite the record books, this sculler.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from medalists. Signore e signori, fatevi sentire.